Good morning, and hope you all have been well. In today's video, we are going to be continuing on with our Pokemon Reborn Let's Play, and this is part 64 of the Let's Play, just to let you guys know. So real quick before we do get started, I do want to talk about why there has been a lack of Reborn episodes as of late, so yeah. I know I did bring this up on episode 63, and that also reminds me, if you do somewhat care about the channel, and you have not checked out episode 63, I do ask that you please check it out. There is a timestamp in the comment section on that video that will skip you to when I actually talk about a lot of cool and exciting channel updates and channel changes. So yeah, definitely a lot of cool stuff planned for the future of the channel, and if you would like to check that out, that would be greatly appreciated. And of course, you can even put it at 1.5 or ×2 speed if you want to go by quickly with that video or by that talk that I do. So yeah, I feel like I worded that all weird, but I think you get the point. So yeah. Overall, again, if you do somewhat care about the channel, it would be appreciated if you did check that out, and maybe even give me some ideas and your guys' opinions on everything. So yeah, and I will do a follow-up on that in a few minutes. I mainly want to get the main topic out of the way, and that is why there hasn't been a lot of episodes of Reborn. So yeah, so let's get into that now. So plain and simply, I got a new job, and I have been there for about 3 weeks, and so far, it's been good. It is a lot of work, a lot of hours, but it's been good. I've been enjoying the work, and so far, I've done extremely well with everything. So yeah, overall, I'm very excited with the position that I'm in, and I'm very thankful that I got the opportunity to get this job. So yeah, but of course with that, I'm just gonna be a lot more busy than normal. So yeah, that's why there hasn't been as many Reborn episodes. So I do have a solution for this issue, and it's a solution that I didn't really want to do, but it's honestly the best way to go about things, and that is pre-recording a lot of videos. So normally I'm not the biggest fan of pre-recording. From time to time I'll do like 1, 2, maybe 3 at the most. It's just one of those things that I don't want to get like too ahead, you know? I don't know why it is that way with me, but I don't know, it's just a thing with me that it's like I don't want to like get like too far ahead. I know, for example, with Xenoverse, I've always felt bad when the one viewer that has been incredibly kind to me tells me about a few things, and then I comment back, yeah, I'll check that out next episode, forgetting that I already have 2 episodes pre-recorded, so I can't really do that immediately. So yeah, I don't know, it kind of just makes me feel a little bad because of that, and I guess a few other reasons as well. But overall, what I'm pretty much getting at is, most likely, with Reborn, Xenoverse, well, not Amori anymore, because spoiler alerts, we actually finished up Amori. I still need to upload the final episode. And by the way, we will be getting into a new RPG horror game very, very soon, since we have finished up Amori, so yeah. And I also got a new thumbnail commissioned by my sisters, so we are gonna be upgrading the thumbnails most likely from now on. So yeah, very, very exciting stuff there. But anyways, though, I'm thinking overall, with pre-recording and stuff like that, I'm probably gonna stick to probably 4 videos of Reborn, 4 videos of Xenoverse, and 4 videos of the new RPG horror game. So yeah, I would say the least 3, the max 5. If I can stay around 4 videos of each one, that would be very, very great, because with that gives me about 2 to 3 weeks videos planned out, so I don't have to worry about it too much, you know. So yeah, I know overall, if I could do this any different, I would, but if I go about it the way that I would want to, I just wouldn't be as consistent, sorry, and just wouldn't be able to upload as much. And I really want to stay consistent with the channel, you know. I like I said on episode 63, if I'm not mistaken, I would still like to stay around 3-5 videos a week, most likely 4 a week, pretty much. And I think that's a good number to stick by per week. And I know I've kind of slowed down a little bit, but yeah, this is the solution that I got. I guess you guys can let me know what you think about everything. No matter what, this is probably how I'm gonna have to go about things nowadays. Mainly because I do want to stay consistent and I want to upload quite a bit during the week instead of out of nowhere just kind of like dying for a week and then coming back, you know. So yeah. Oh, and also real quick, there may be a 4th Let's Play happening. It's not going to be a long series, but I got a friend that brought up a game that he would like to co-op with me. It's probably not going to be like a 2-screen video like thing. He's probably gonna play it on his own while on a call with me. We're pretty much gonna play at the same time, but you won't be seeing his perspective, sorry. So yeah, in the future, once I get into like a better PC and stuff like that, I'm more than happy to get into like editing and doing stuff like that, but I just can't do that with what I got going on right now. So yeah. But I guess with that, I'll go into the follow-up on the last episode's topic. So yeah, but real quick to summarize everything, apologies in advance for the whole pre-recording thing. I don't really think people are gonna mind nor really care at all, to be honest, but just in case if you do, apologies in advance. This is just the best way for me to go about things from now on, so yeah, but overall, hopefully you guys don't mind that change. So I guess a follow-up on the, what was it? The channel changes and stuff like that. So, first of all, I do want to say thanks to one commenter on episode 63. I wasn't really expecting any comments or replies, so thanks to the one viewer for giving me some of their ideas and suggestions. So, yeah. They brought up a few games, Mass Effect, Final Fantasy, and I believe the Legacy of Kain. Now I will say this, I have heard of Final Fantasy. I'm gonna be honest, I've never played it before, nor do I know anything about it. Same with Mass Effect, I've heard of it but don't know really anything about it. And same with the Legacy of Kain. So yeah. When I said RPG games, I know they are RPG games. I probably should have been a little bit more specific. I'm really into like the pixel, kind of like 2D kind of games, kind of like Pokemon, Amori, I guess like Mad Father Eve, The Witch's House, kind of like stuff like that. Those are the games that I normally like to play, or like the RPG games that I normally like to play. But I have written those down for future games, and what I'm thinking is for stuff like that, and even other games that aren't really RPG games, maybe like just horror games or adventure games. I'm just not smart with genres of games and stuff like that, but pretty much outside RPG and even some of those other games like Final Fantasy, and Mass Effect and the Legacy of Kain, I'm really thinking about doing a lot of that stuff on Twitch, actually. So YouTube could be more so for the games that I normally would like to play, but Twitch is for going outside of the box in a sense. And even with Twitch, I talked about it before, I think it would be such a cool idea to like play like a multiplayer game with like a few of my friends, like DBD, well, Dead by Daylight, Lawnmower Simulator, I know we got that recently, Trucker Simulator, and just have like a fun time with Twitch. So yeah, again, that won't be happening for quite a while, but that's what I'm thinking. But I will say this, I might, for the Legacy of Kain, do a video of that on YouTube, maybe? I don't know why, it actually looks kind of interesting to me, so maybe that will be for YouTube, but for other games like Final Fantasy, Mass Effect, I would probably try that out on Twitch. So yeah. And real quick, when I get into other games in the future and stuff like that, I just want to give a fair warning: I am not a gamer. Well, I do play games, but I'm not a good gamer. Let's word it that way. I suck at games. I'm not a pro. I am just bad. I'm gonna be real with you. I suck at them. So don't expect anything spectacular or anything like that. I simply suck at games. My other friends, they're great. Me, I suck. But I still just like to have fun at the end of the day. I don't know. I'm not like a serious type of game or anything like that. It's more so just I want to have fun. And I don't want to worry about being the best. I just want to go through it how I want to go about it. So, yeah. But I guess overall, that's pretty much it on all of that. So, yeah. Again, thanks to the one viewer for giving me some of your recommendations. And if anybody is watching this and want to give me the recommendations for RPG games that are like a 2D or pixel kind of style, definitely let me know. I still have a lot of those planned out for the future, so I do have a lot of those written down. And if there is anything else that isn't really in that style of game, you can still comment it down, and we can probably do that on Twitch in the future. Maybe do a YouTube video, but again, for other games that is like outside of that, I think I would prefer to do all of that when I get the new PC. So yeah, and again, that won't be for a long while, so keep that in mind. But I guess with that, I think that's actually pretty much it for that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No, I don't think so. Okay. But I guess with that, we'll get into this then. So let's talk to you. I thought Oh, that's right. I had to go to a different save. I forgot. Oops. Have I... Yeah, let me go through this real quick. I forgot I had to go to an old save. Alright, sorry about that. So, I just went on ahead to just talk to everybody again real quick, so let's see what you say. Oh, that's right, we gotta go to the castle. I need to get Talonflame. So let's do that real quick. Also, good morning. Hope you guys have been well. I've been good, tired but good. Thankfully I got Sunday off because I worked, every day this week besides today, so it's kind of nice to have an off day, so yeah. But overall, I've been doing good. Oh, hey Luna. Hello Alon and welcome. We last parted ways not far from here before, though it looked much different then, did it not? I feel like I read that wrong, sorry. Nothing can refuse the tides of change, not even nothingness itself. To you, I am eternally indebted for preventing Lyn from overriding our world with this one, but you must understand that I am also indebted to Lyn for making this dream a reality. I have always said that the beauty of darkness lies in its infinite potential, have I not? One never knows just what lies beyond arm's reach, whether it is the warm embrace of a lover or the maw of a demon. Here both exist. I believe there can be no finer edge to walk, no finer pleasure to savor, but I dally. You are here for business rather than pleasure. Anna, Noelle, and Mother, rest assured they are safe. Asleep, but safe. After all, even the worst nightmare is safer than the waking world. Still, is it not time they rose? As ever, Alon, the way forward is yours to take. Big bro moment. One day this germinal, I think that's how you say that, sorry if I pronounced it wrong, world will produce visions and landscapes far surpassing any among ours. But like an artist who's just only taken the brush, what it can create right now is rather limited. Over time, as it grows with experience and history, its productions will become more and more complex, with mountains as melodies and moments of as motives, Each stroke it makes plays over each other as if building up to a melodious canon. I can only hope that I will still be around to hear its performance at its crescendo. For now, it is no such grand thing, but more like two songs played over each other, each vying over its listener's ear. You will find our world twisted together alongside it. In particular, it seems to have tangled up in my master's estate. Look there. It is still possible to step into our world there. Pockets of that world have been isolated behind and among this reality. It is how what should have been an ordinary trip to explore Master's Castle ended up with each of them stuck in this realm, but that does not mean those pocket lines up to what we see perfectly. If a door is locked, it may as well be as if nothing is behind it at all, and in this case that is very well the truth. Like a lamp with no bulb, what we seek simply isn't there yet. Fear not, in a world as unstable as this, I have no doubt there is a way for us to connect the dots, so to speak. Let us search and find what belongs behind each door, so that it may put itself into place. So I guess we... Oh, so... Okay, so that's locked. But see 3 here. 1 there. I don't know if that means anything. I mean like the square dots kind of like there. So this is 4. What about this door? Oh, that's locked, okay. I guess I did the right thing. With this, 2 ends of our worlds have been stitched to each other. It is perhaps unsurprising that the needle required for such a thing would have been left about this place. I suspect that Lynn may have intended the new world to serve as a sort of playground or toy box for her. And what a dangerous toy that is, isn't it? Able to sew worlds together. It is just to her liking, I imagine. Nevertheless, there will be others now. Let us hope that they can be reached. Needles may be dangerous, but I am not of the opinion that we should withhold them from children. After all, it is only through experience that one will learn proper care. So that still stays locked. Oh, so this one opens, okay. Oh. Hey, Noel. I guess we gotta save him? No? I guess we can't get him yet, sorry. I'm sure we will soon. Well, that's kind of interesting. Sorry, I just kind of noticed that it's not fully completed. It's not that big of a deal though, I just kind of noticed that. Because like with this one, the gold is all the way around it. You saw Noel, did you? Worry not, I'm sure we'll be able to connect to him soon enough. Maybe... yeah, here. Oh, so... you can find Pokemon here. Are they all like normal types, or it's what it seems to be? Oh, here we go. So I guess that's Sierra there. Oh, just Blaze Kick. Oh, it's 104. Okay. Talonflame. Just BB here. I didn't drink that much, did I? Oh, it's you. I haven't seen you since the tournament in Labrador, right? Here I thought you were gone forever. So good to see you again and all of that, but why are you here exactly? Amendment, why am I here? This is Gardevoir's room, isn't it? Wasn't it? I don't suppose there's any chance she's reappeared, is there? I'll take a quick look to be sure. What the hell? I'm not still passed out, am I? Mother. What? Oh, Luna, it's just you. Geez, you scared me. I have no idea what's going on, or where we're even... Wait, Luna? I missed you, Mother. Well, this is a bro moment for Sierra. There is no need for alarm, Mother. No need for alarm. Last time I saw you, you were gleefully galloping right into a black hole. Also, like... Sorry for the pause there. So, like... I don't know why. Maybe it actually said that during the one scene. I don't remember. I assume she just got like sucked into the black hole because that's normally what a black hole does, but she just chose just to, you know, run into the black hole. Okay. I do apologize for my rather hasty prior exit, but I assure you I have not regretted it for a moment. Your apologies are almost worse than my son's. Come with me and I will lead you to safety. I can explain everything along the way. Fine, but I'm not getting off this table unless you promise to explain it in a way that makes sense. That means no darkness, infinity stuff, you hear me? That may prove to be difficult. I was just kidding. Mostly. Get me out of here. As you wish, Mother. Well, that was a bro moment. So I guess then... Have we been in here? We have not. So I guess we'll save Noelle now. I guess we'll just air slash here. That did nothing. Well, that's because of the boost that it's got. I forgot. And plus, I probably should have... I don't remember if I said I would have last episode. If I did, then whoops, I totally forgot. I need to do the whole battle thing still to get some levels, and I want to see if that payday thing works for the Dragon's Den field for the one thing in oh, what's it called? I don't know why what was it? The nightclub, that's it. Sorry. I kind of forgot about that, or what it was called. I still need to try some of that stuff out and get some of those items. I'll probably do that after all of this though. But anyways though, Alon, I assumed you also... I see, the new world overlapped with here. We were exploring the place when it happened and became trapped here, sorry. So much for Father's castle. I should have expected him to disappear again. You got here, so an exit still exists. I'll find it myself. Don't waste time with me. Sure thing. So, do we just leave then? No? Or maybe they're outside. No? Well, he said something about an exit. I don't see why he would be back here. No. He wouldn't be in here, right? No. Oh, that's right. Wasn't there a locked door still? Not there, but... was it this one? Oh, so I guess it's not all normal types. Okay. So we've been there. This is new. Okay. It would seem that we've arrived at our final destination here. Fear not, the others have been safely escorted out of this place. Let us focus solely on the trial before us. To that end, there is something you must be aware of. This Cresselia was generated here in the new world among all of its infinities, and as a result, it is the source of an anomaly. That anomaly is the swirling aura that encompasses Cresselia. It has the effect of attracting, strengthening, and directing other Pokemon, much like how a planet's gravity maintains its moons. When confronting an anomaly, please be prepared to deal with these moons as well. The Pokemon at the source of the anomaly is also affected. You may find that the anomaly gives it extra strength or renewed life, for instance. There is no need for alarm, however. Once you defeat the anomaly, it will disappear, leaving only its source. Its sources may still be healthy afterwards, but its power will be drastically reduced. At this point, you will be able to capture it should you choose to do so. Does that all make sense? Yeah, I think so. Very good, but let us not dally too much further. After all, it seems that Anna is waiting for us. And it would seem she is not the only one. Oh, so it's got like a full team of 6 then. Okay. I will just Super Fang them. I think Bamboo is fine. I could just discharge. Oh, it's got Moonblast, okay. I'm just gonna revive someone. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I can. Well, I'm done. I don't know why I say I'm done. Should have said I'm dead. I'll just stay in. Just go for... I meant to go for Yawn, but that's fine too. For a moment. I guess Sanders should be fine. That did nothing. Jump off, I'll stay in. I don't know why I thought I could take one. Why a Moongus? Maybe it just doesn't have a better switch in then. Well, I'm just gonna use this opportunity, the spatial rune, okay. That's pretty cool. Because what is that? I went for nature power, right? It's pretty cool. To kind of see an Amoongus do that. Air slash here. That did so much. I don't know. I don't think that was a crit, but that did way too much. It might have been a crit though. I must have missed it maybe. Oh, and he's still outspeed, okay. Bamboo. Just power gem. Surprised I didn't take it out. Oh, I didn't even... I just realized I didn't even Mega Evolve. Whoops, my bad. Well, if that's the case, I'll just keep rehealing. But I honestly just need to get better levels. That's just what I need to do. I'll just let it take me out here. Talonflame. Well, I guess that works out. Cresselia, okay. I guess Sonar should be fine. I'm just gonna Super Feign. Oh. Interesting move. Oh. I could just stay in, honestly. Oh. Well, that's kind of scary. Or at least we outspeed. Oh, interesting. So for it to get those stats, that pretty much takes up a turn. Very interesting to know. Okay. I guess just Sanders, because we have Toxic, right? I might take one. Okay. Maybe Bamboo. I guess Sonar. It's gonna suck if this guy has Moonlight. Oh, so you do outspeed, okay. Of course. Alright, sorry about that. I was just stretching there. Let's see. Yawn. I did not mean to do that. I can't be risky. Now I can. Oh, I thought at times 2 I would have outsped it, I guess not. At least we won though. Well met as ever. The second phase begins now. With the energy dispelled, its defense are weakened. If you wish to catch it, now would be the time. It's coming back. Once more, please align. Oh, I totally forgot. Well, you know what? I'll just redo all of this on my own time. So pretty much, I brought it up last episode. What I want to do is pretty much get a lot of the BP or battle points, and I want to get a lot of those items, but I want to stack up on a ton of like the glitter balls, because I think it would be such a cool idea to have like this let's play going after legends and stuff like that, to capture every single one in the glitter ball and have all shiny legends, just to see all of the Reborn legends and stuff like that. I think that's such a cool idea, so yeah, that's what I would like to do. I just gotta remember not to save or anything like that. But anyways though, and so it's done. You've handled this as expertly as expected, sorry. Curious, she isn't waking up like the others did. She is most certainly breathing, but if Cresselia wasn't what was keeping her asleep, then what could it be? You don't suppose she's just having a sweet dream, do you? Nevertheless, I'll take responsibility to see her to safety. I am aware that I owe her for several things after all. By the way, I found this while I was exploring the nebula. Now that you've returned, I suppose you may find some use in it. Oh, the Gather Cube, okay. As always, it has been a pleasure. I understand the nightclub has been serving as a base of operations for exploring this place. Would you like to accompany me there? Sure. Then let us be off. Big bro moment. Oh, so I guess oh. A lot of new people are here. Okay. So I guess we'll talk to everybody real quick. So I think you're new. Greetings again, Alan. This speaker is grateful to see you returned. I missed what she said at the end, sorry. There are 2 reasons therefore. While obvious level degree of human sympathy naturally still takes precedence and priority, an additional selfish aspect exists. Julia has repeatedly attempted to correlate your disappearance to a variety of statistically impossible causes. When this speaker did not believe her initial suggestions, she tried again, and when the second trial produced additional failure, she continued. The only worthwhile comment that can be said of any of it is that persistence is rivaled only by the sheer magnitude of her ridiculousness. Therefore, additional gratitude for your return is warranted. Thank you for inadvertently, rescuing us. Oh, okay, I thought she was about to repeat herself again, sorry. Since the emergence of the phenomenon known as the New World, in addition to the presence of an unusual number of legendary Pokemon, reports of the creatures known as Ultra Beasts have also been received. While this speaker has encountered one so far, further study of multiple samples is merited to a certain validity, however you say that, of prior observations. Have you encountered any such creatures? I have not. A shame. If the subject encounters any such beings at any time in the future, the speaker would be interested in knowing. So it's just about Ultra Beasts, okay. I guess we'll get into that in the future then. So I guess we'll talk to Noelle here. Hi Alon, thanks for waking us up back there. I mean, of all places to get stuck, Julia told me you ascended to another plane of existence. She said the unknown make everything there. I wasn't sure if I should believe it honestly. I guess she was just making things up. Either way, it's good to see you again. This place is loud, kind of like the rail net. I don't like the noise, but it's not awful. At least with the anomalies, there are things I can do. I thought everyone just looked at me like my own sister's keeper. I know I was wrong to think that. They wanted to look at me that way because they wanted a keeper too. It's too bad they can't always do what they want. But no one can see all they've done, not even all the people they've helped. Anna is her own person and she doesn't need me to watch her. I'm my own person too. I'm so glad that we can still look out for each other. Oh, whoops, I missed that one. If nothing is real, then the world is a blank canvas. What picture would you like to be painted? And I think that was the one I skipped over. So I believe Heather is the next one that I haven't talked to yet. Oh hey Alon, been a while huh? Shelly's been all worried ever since you went AWOL. Julia told her you'd been eaten by a Darkrai or something, but clearly you weren't. I mean, if you did see a Darkrai, that'd be pretty cool, but I'm glad it didn't eat you. Hey Alon, I know this anomaly stuff is kind of a mess, but it's kind of awesome too. Shelly and I are gonna get back out there soon. Hope you're ready to lose next time you drop by the league. I hope everyone's doing okay over in Barrel. I haven't been by in a while. Maybe I should stop over later. Hey, thanks for helping. So I guess that's it with her then. So what do you say, Sierra? Now here's a sight for sore eyes. I just have one question for you, Alon. Was there really a movie, or was that just a line? Heh, I figured. A while after you disappeared, Julia let slip that you'd been scouted by PokeStar Studios. Wasn't sure what to think, but really I should have known. Anyway, we're both working on these anomalies, so I'm sure we'll run into each other. This is a nice change of pace actually. I haven't heard music like this in years. Thanks for looking out for everyone. For a kid, you got quite a sense of responsibility on you. There's a part of me that wants to join the dance again, and then there's a part of me that's just going to feel old if I continue that sentence. Not that I mind, but don't you have better things to do than dawdle, however you say that, about with me? This place reminds me of the Runaways, the lights especially. God, I miss them. So I'll assume that's everything with her. Hi Alon, are you enjoying the music? It's a bit of a acquired taste, but it's really growing on me. Hello Alon, it's good to see that Lynn's final curse upon you was not permanent. Oh, don't worry, Julia told me what happened. I suspect that as a bug type expert, she thought I might be able to help. It was just a shame that you ran off so quickly. I told her your new instincts must have been kicking in. We've both been concerned ever since. Of course, you may have preferred to not see me. Regardless, once again, I am deeply sorry for my prior actions. But if I might trouble you, what is it like being a Wimpod? Do you remember it at all? You don't remember, of course. I'm very sorry once again, and it truly is good to see you restored to your proper form. It is really good to see you. Feel free to stop by anytime you feel like some company, of course, and if you do ever remember anything about what it was like, I truly would love to hear about it. Do you think that bar carries herbal teas? I haven't wanted to bother about it. Make sure you're taking plenty of breaks and staying hydrated. People aren't so different from flowers. We all need time to grow. You'll come by my garden again sometime, won't you? I can hardly agree with this atmosphere, but I'm glad that everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. I'm just gonna assume that they have like 4 different texts that they can say, so that's what I'm going by. I might have missed out on a few of them. Sorry in advance for that. So, yeah. And sorry I'm moving around my chair. Alright, but anyways. If there's anything I can do to help out, you are of course free to ask. Thank you for stopping by the chat. It's refreshing to know that I haven't completely burned every bridge. I always imagined these clubs being a little bit more wild. I suppose that's only some of the company we keep though. I'm looking forward to our next match. If you ever find yourself bored, I'm always open to further practice. So I guess then... Oh, Luna's here, okay. How do you do, Alon? It seems some fantastical rumors have been swirling around in our respective absence. When I first returned here ahead of you, Julia told me that you had willingly been imprisoned on the moon. Something about sealing linen there so that humanity's negative energy could never reach her to give her power. That's nonsense, I told her. I was just at the moon but a few days prior, not a soul there. Of course, I'm not one to doubt the possibilities. Do you plan on going to the moon anytime soon yourself? I hear the dark side is lovely this time of year. If you do visit, I should very much like to go with you. In the meantime, I expect we can settle for a few more New World expeditions. It is very kind of you to continue policing this place as such. May your strength be as unflattering as your resilience. How do you do? Unlike some of the others, I have no magic powers to back me up. None more than any normal person may carry anyway, but then with courage and adventurous spirit, that may yet be a lot more magic than many might assume. This dance floor is rather dreamlike in its own way, is it not? It is not my comfort to partake, but I hardly mind the atmosphere. Oh, Alon, is that really you? Or, man, I don't know. I don't know how to talk to you now. Forgive him, he left his brain at home. Just talk to Alon like you always have. They obviously still understand human language even if they're a Pokemon. Like, I don't want to be rude, mate. Is it weird to call a Pokemon mate? Man, I've just got so many questions. Then just ask them since Alon is here again for some reason. Alright. So is it true that you've just been a Zoroark in disguise this whole time? I kind of want to say yes, but we'll be honest. No. Oh, okay. Obviously they wouldn't admit that. Wow, mate, stow it. I'm just gonna keep saying the same thing as I always have. So, do you have a trainer or no? No. Makes sense. After all, Julia said that since your work to save humankind was done, you went back to the wild. But if it's true, then why are you here? Be honest, do you miss us? Yeah. Don't lie. Okay. Come on, if Alon says they missed us, then they missed us. You gotta learn to accept compliments at face value or you'll never feel better about yourself. Rude to just call people Pokemon liars, especially if they really are telling the truth. I know, shut up. Don't actually shut up. Fine. I miss you to Alon, even if you did trick us all. Don't you worry about that, mate. We're happy to have you around as long as you still want to be. The only downside to this place is that it ain't great for practicing. I wonder how the acoustics are in the back. You think they miss if one or two of those amps went missing? Yo, I'ma hire the guy doing the lights here for our next show. Just wait. This place has a good beat, needs more guitars though, more soul. Yo, Aya, wanna dance? Not really. I don't really dance that much. No problem. Just sitting here kinda nice too. Yeah, it is. Thanks for asking though. Thanks for still being here. I like these places in theory more than I actually being here, but maybe that's just for a lack of formality. People watching isn't so bad, especially if you're not afraid to be seen back, I guess. So I believe that's pretty much everybody here then. And there seems to be quite a few new, I guess new world stuff here then. But I guess with that, I think, oh, I did not mean to save, I forgot, I'm dumb. That's okay though, I can just go back to an old save, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is go back to an old save. I'm gonna try out the whole Dragon Den idea to see if I can stack up on a bunch of money and some BP points. I know one viewer, if I remember correctly, was telling me about, I think they were saying like these guys here with the Battle Factory give quite a bit of BP. Maybe, maybe not. I have to reread what they said. It's been a few weeks. I don't remember exactly what they said, but it was something like that. Or maybe I'm totally wrong. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna get a bunch of those glitter balls. I'm gonna get a shiny Cresselia and get a bunch of BP. Probably get quite a few of these items here to try them out. And try to see if this Dragon Den thing works for the payday idea to get double the points, so, or double the money, so yeah. And then once I do all of that, we will get into next episode. Now also real quick, just to give you guys a heads up, there still will probably be a lack of Reborn episodes. I'm gonna try to go about it the best way I can. I know, I think, I gotta recheck again, but I believe I have Monday off as well. So, I know later on tonight, let me think for a second. I know later on tonight I'm gonna be on call with a few friends doing some games to kind of just chill out. Probably before all of that, I might do an episode or two of Xenoverse, maybe? But I might push that to Monday, if I have Monday off. Pretty much, at some given point, we will be getting into the whole pre-recording thing, so, yeah. And, what was it? I forgot what I was gonna say. That's right, again, I know Mori's done, so we will be getting into the new RPG horror game very soon. I guess I could just say it here. The next one we're going to be getting into is Eve, actually. Eve is personally my favorite RPG horror game. During the summer Steam sale, there was a huge sale on a lot of games, so I bought a lot of RPG horror games, and also other RPG games that aren't necessarily horror games but have like a deep story. I bought To the Moon, Imposter Factory, Finding Paradise, and A Bird's Story, so yeah. But bought a lot of those kind of games, and we'll be playing those throughout the future, so yeah. And I guess just to say it here, I guess it doesn't really matter. I forgot if I brought it up earlier in the video. If I did, whoops, but I just want to re-say it again just in case if I didn't. Me and a friend, I don't know when, but whenever we both have a day off at the same time, we are hoping to do a video together of Plants vs. Zombies. So, yeah. Very, very cool stuff. Very, very excited about that. So, yeah. But anyways, though, I'll end it off here. I'm hoping to soon, like I said before, get into like pre-recording so I can stack up on a lot of videos. So, yeah, I might do that today for a little bit, maybe not. I don't know. I just wanted to at least get a video out there to let you guys know what was going on. So, yeah. But we'll see what happens. But at some given point, we will be getting into pre-recording, so yeah. But anyways, though, thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.